one member on the board of Darien, and it's usually like the president of your local co-op. So if you belong to Vernon Electric, you might go to somebody that you already know, or if you can connect with the president of Vernon Electric, maybe the manager will turn you on to them and give feedback back to the board of Darien Power. I think that's the best route.
I have the list of equity owners from ATC's website, who owns ATC. Dairyland Power is not on the list. There are other electric companies that are in Wisconsin. Interestingly, there are a number of cities that own ATC. The city of Reedsburg is one of them.
That I can explain a little bit. Reedsburg was a utility, had its own utility power company, and they elected to sell their lines to ATC, and their generation, I guess, went out before that, and they elected to receive stocks in return for the price for selling the lines.
Can I explain a little bit of that? That is, it's even more complicated than that in some respects. One of the member corporations, I think they're just short of 30 member corporations at ATC. One of them is a corporation called WIPPI. Don't ask me to go through the acronym. It's WIPPI, I believe. They are made up of something like 50 member, usually municipalities. There's a couple in Iowa, there's a couple in Michigan. The rest of them are in Wisconsin, including Westby Utilities. So, in essence, they're actually part of CapEx and the Badger Coulee line in partnership in respect. So, it's going to be effective on folks that are there too. But if you looked at, you can go to their website, it gives the numbers. There's at least a half a dozen small utilities. See, the small utilities in different towns, for instance, Darien Power's got a bunch of municipal utilities. At one time, they may have had their own hydro or whatever, and they got too big for that, or they shut it down because the guy went home every night at 10 and shut it off. But anyway, they were stuck giving Darien or XL or whatever utility, whatever they wanted for that kilowatt hour. And when they band together under WIPPI, they got the wholesale rate that of economies of scale that WIPPI could demand of the supplier on the line. So that's why they're on ATCs. Yes.
I have a question. I don't know if this is what you want to cover at this time, but what about the process of citizens becoming interveners? Wisconsin provides money for that, for citizen interveners, and should we be thinking about that? Or?
Well, one thing I would caution, given that we have a little over an hour so to cover all the bases, is that it is very true that we need to look at this. Citizens need to understand that the process of the way that the development proposal is approved and proposed and handled by our government. This is a Public Service Commission of Wisconsin application review schedule here, and I have drawn a line across the top here indicating the point at which the application goes in. We are in the phase of the process now referred to as the open houses or the public information phase. This is our opportunity to learn about the project in as much detail as the public wishes to learn about it. And that does not include restricted conversations about where transmission projects should be positioned. For example, I mentioned earlier that the Badger Coulee and the CapEx 2020 lines are the high transmission options of the proposals. There are also low voltage parts of the proposals that will go to the Public Service Commission. Back on the, I don't know if do we have any more handouts, or did we give them all out already? I think we're probably out of them. One of the things that the town of Stark is involved with and Seoul is that we are concerned that we are not getting a full range of the options that are available to us. The projects are set up to meet certain reliability criteria, and the kinds of ways that the reliability can be defined are also very much unclear. We're not sure, for example, if this project is designed primarily for a larger Midwestern transmission system. The literature that we've received from American Transmission Company refers to the Badger cooling line, the high voltage line, matching studies in regional transmission. If we are going to spend money on making our system reliable, our state grid reliable in coming years, the way that reliability is defined is crucial, because either we're making a system that's designed primarily with its first priority to deliver reliable electricity to the residents and to the consumers of electricity in Wisconsin. That may be very different than investing in a transmission system that is designed to move or transport electricity in the region. And that's especially important at this point in time when the use, the projected or the predicted growth of electricity is so low. The Department of Energy has taken information from all of the utilities